Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel MANNA. My name is Adalina Bonn. Taurus, I just had the most bizarre thing happen. I was about 16 minutes into the most awe-inspiring message from the divine for you, and then I realized that the camera had stopped recording after like 4 minutes. So it's so annoying because obviously it was not meant to be. I'm going to completely start fresh. I've put away all the cards. I'm a bit gutted because that was a really good one. All right, so I'll just have to hold that. I'll hold that one in my heart. But look, Taurus, we're just literally going to have to start fresh here, my friend. For those of you who are new, I don't work with the tarot. My reads are not date specific, so there could be something from last year that could help you over the week ahead. It's obviously a general message. It's not going to be for all of you. And do feel free to reverse the characters in the layout of the spread, depending on your situation. All right, my friends. So here, let's crack on. It is so windy out there today, so I hope that's not too distracting. But Taurus, please. Okay, I want that one. What are they? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm really sick of this panther because it's come up so much in the last week, and I just had it for the Pisces reading. Sorry, the Aries reading. Okay, even though I've shuffled the cards thoroughly, it obviously wants to come through. So, Taurus. Okay, I'm actually getting that this is your energy, and you're coming in. You're coming in as a double here. I don't know if you're on the attack or the defense. I'm just seeing with this image, it's like you're not peeking out, you know, a little bit like peeking through Venetian blinds, but what I'm trying to elucidate by that is just saying you're well defended, or you're well guarded, maybe at a distance, or sort of, you know, not wanting it to be known that you're watching is just the vibe. You're trying, or look, I'll put it this way. You've definitely been watching a situation, a personal relationship. You've got your eye on something that you want. You've got your eye maybe on a conflict or an argument. Okay, because I don't think that this panther is you. Okay, I hope I'm not completely losing you all, Taurus. The panther to me is a very aggressive conflict energy in this deck of cards. Okay, and I feel like it's just around you. So for example, this might be something that's happening in your partner's life, that your spouse, or with someone you love, or just a wider environment. I don't think it's about you directly. Okay, bear with me, because I'm seeing the Taurus here. It's almost like all you're showing me is your eye, which would indicate that, you know, everything else, you've completely battened down the hatches. You know, I think out of protection, you're not wanting any harm to come onto you out of this. You've like boarded up the windows, but you're nevertheless still peeking out, keeping an absolute eye on the situation, the relationship. But you're coming across today, Taurus, is quite barricaded. I hope that makes sense. But you're still nevertheless absolutely engaged and kind of watching from a distance, or I mean, if you're not at a distance, you could be bloody well right in the heart, actually, Taurus. You could be in the heart of this energy, this conflict, this drama or crisis that might be going down on around you, but yet you've absolutely, it's almost like you've put a telephone box around yourself, you know, like a structure of just like literally a do not disturb sign. That's what you're doing. But you are absolutely, it doesn't mean you're not there. You're not saying anything, or you're trying to limit your contact. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. So, jumping to the normal cast and crew, this is a completely different vibe to the message I was just recording for you. It's completely different. So this is obviously the one that needs to come out. Here we go. Luathas, the wild, fire, conflict, You might be dealing with a fire sign. Mikul and Makul. Okay, childlike play. Just bear with, Piper. Okay, Lease of the Shadows. Unity, yeah, okay, the Bright Mother, she of the Croak. Okay, what's interesting here, Taurus, we've just had Mike the Myomancer pop up. He is, I always describe him as sort of like the overlord of contracts, legal agreements, or legal or verbal, just agreements of some kind. It's all about sticking to the letter, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. This is what you've retreated into. You've gone into I'm clearly looking at Taurus. There is some beef. There is a drama or a crisis happening around you. I don't think you are directly involved, although people might be internally looking to you as the leader of this. And Taurus's energy is just like, what are you looking at? Taurus. You're just like, this is not mine. This is not my one. You're putting it back. Okay, and look, it might be, for example, with Mikul or Makul, which is the child. It's quite an immature energy, Mikul. You might be putting the child back in its place. Or the immature person in the relationship, or whoever it is that you're dealing with, and you're just coming across like to the letter. This is outside of my remit. It's like you're falling back on the contract now. Because I'm getting a sense here, Taurus, you're either out of your depth, maybe, or this has just never happened before. It's the first time that this type of thing's happened in the relationship. All right, so it's all a bit terribly new territory. It's all terribly new, and so so it's almost like you're very clearly picking a position here of. You are saying little to nothing. You're not wanting to add any fuel in the fire, and quite rightly so. For whichever Taurus I'm connecting with here, it is not actually your direct fight or your direct issue. It's very much coming through here as like, like a grandparent with a child. It's quite disciplinary. Like Taurus is very much sort of, I am not going to run in and do this one for you. I may have done in the past, maybe when you were learning, maybe when you were in training, maybe when you were growing up, when you were little, I would have come into this for you to help you or teach you. But look, you're actually being very wise. You're actually being very wise, Taurus. This is not your fight. You cannot do this for your partner. Toot. But more than wise, I'm wondering if you just don't give a shit. Taurus, more than being wise, I mean, that's all very lofty and noble, isn't it? Being wise and, forget about lofty for a sec. I'm wondering if you just don't give a shit. Okay. We've got here around Mikul and Makul, we've now got Luathus the Wild, which is pure fire. Okay, so this is either a fire sign. Mikul is either a fire sign that you're dealing with, Taurus, or this is the issue, the hot potato, the character that is absolutely on fire. It's kinetic energy that cannot be contained. It's all over the place. It's irrational, because in the textbook definition of Luathus, right, is it can either be a constructive fire that creates life, gives life, a life-giving fire, or a harmful fire, obviously, that burns things. And I'm wondering if here that your Mikul has flipped into a destructive fire. I'm wondering if they're becoming a hazard or becoming a danger, not only to themselves, certainly to themselves. I think they're not doing themselves any favors here. I don't think your partner's doing themselves any favours here. They've clearly been triggered. Clearly we've got shit going down, Taurus. Okay, a cat fight of some description. There is a cat fight happening around in your vicinity, okay? Now your partner here, like I said, I don't think they're doing themselves any favors, but it seems to be getting to a fever pitch is just what I'm hearing here. Fever pitch, to the point where it could now almost like be affecting you, hence the Iron Curtain shutdown. Because Taurus, your energy is coming across as, sweet pea, you can have your little fucking tantrum in the kindergarten square over there in the corner, that's fucking fine. But when that starts to come over to me and risk burning me, says the Taurus, Iron Curtain, you're on your own. We've got here the Piper Taurus. This is all about telepathic communication and people hearing you loud and clear. Okay, so Mikkel has absolutely heard you loud and clear. I think he or she is realizing, sweet Jesus, we're on our own. Okay, I think this is up for the Taurus, or for whoever the dragon is. This is all a positive reading. This is a reclamation of power, or a reclamation of order, because you're currently dealing with chaos. You're dealing with a chaotic child, or it's immature. You're dealing with someone very immature, or green behind the ears, wet behind the ears. Immature, inexperienced, highly irrational. Energy. Okay, so it's a reclamation of Taurus's power. It's a reclamation of order. You know, order. It's a hammer of judgment coming down from you. I think you've had to bring down the gavel, Taurus. I think you've had to pick a side. You've had to be the judge. And you've clear, like I just said earlier, you've clearly picked your position. I do think that's the right approach. Because I do feel that whoever that is does need to learn a lesson, or does need to just simply grow up. Okay, so we could look at this entire moment with your Mikkel as a maturation journey. They're growing up. All right. We've got here Lease of the Shadows, which is an absolute bursting free from bondage. It's a breaking of bondage, a breaking away from. What have I been saying about you? This is what you're doing. It's also a breaking away from any emotional entanglements, anything that would disturb your peace. Okay, because like we're saying, you're coming across this iron curtain, true to form, Taurus, absolutely harnessing your Taurian nature. Okay, you're retreating into that immovable, very, very steady as a rock. I only interested in order and peace, and any disturbance to that peace, or any disturber of the peace, if it's a person, they're going to be jettisoned. I'm now seeing with Lease of the Shadows, I'm just seeing an image of you know, when a space shuttle goes into outer space, and then, you know, it's like phase 1, phase 2, it eventually throws off the fuselage. I hope there's no astronauts watching this. I'm not the most technical, engineering, mechanical person. Okay, so I'm just seeing Taurus is initiating some kind of jettison, a break off. A break off of Mikkel, a break off away, a letting go of that, until it calms down, or permanently. You might be permanently letting go, Taurus, of a person, a job, a situation, or whatever that has been a disturber of certainly your peace. Okay, and what this immediately does, order, reigning supreme, unity. Oh God, that makes me want to breathe. Okay, unity. Jesus. This whole thing, right, your entire approach, no matter how hard it's been, although I keep wanting to say you don't really give a shit by this point anymore, Taurus. Okay, this entire skirmish has actually brought the entire relationship or situation for you, for your life, It's brought everything into alignment and spun it into a thread of harmony. Spun gold. Okay, Rumpelstiltskin. You've been able to turn the straw of this person or this conflict or this situation. You are now spinning it into gold to work to your favor. And the dragon is all about his gold. All right, you're. I'm wondering if here, because I'm getting spin doctor, spinning a yarn. Okay, I'm wondering if here, I don't know if you see it now. I don't know who's doing this. This could be happening on both sides. I don't know if you're Michael or Muckle fire starter here. That's just like, oh God, let's put her over there for now. I don't know if they've been spinning you a yarn, Taurus. Yap. Lying or telling you porkies, making excuses, trying to justify why they need your help. But there's something here about you spinning the wheat and wheat from the chaff, spinning the the straw, and managing to somehow turn this into gold for you, though. Let's be clear, for you. I'm wondering if you're washing your hands of this. You're washing your hands of that. It is not good news for that or for that person, but it's great news for you. Okay, we've now got She of the Cruach, which, like some of these cards this week, the Cruach, the Bright Mother, the Dark Lady, they just keep coming up. So I don't know what's happening in the collective at the moment, but we've got here She of the Cruach, which is sort of like the celestial, the celestial mother. It's all about nourishment and comfort, but emotional equilibrium. Okay, and so it's almost like now I'm now wondering if like a third person's entering now, because I'm now looking here, Taurus, as you distance yourself from that one. It's like exit stage left over there, this chaos, right, drama, as we exit stage left of this energy, and you're distancing, other way around, distancing yourself and breaking away. This is creating the space now for enter stage right, this Bright Mother, because we've now, this is a double image of mother. You might be dealing with a Cancerian. This is often my Cancer card, because as we all know, Cancers are the mums and dads of the zodiac, right? And the Cruach is water. So I'm wondering if here, Taurus, there seems to be an out with the old, in with the new. Whether this is two different people, you're getting rid of one to bring in one that is much more conducive to your equilibrium, to your happiness, to the whole, much more compatible. I'm going to put it this way: much more compatible person, relationship, or job. If this has been about two jobs, okay. So it absolutely fascinating. I want to get a couple more. You're my last one, so whenever I get to Taurus, I start choking on the words. I'm going to get a couple more. Look at this. That's fucking genius. Look at what I just saw. What Spirit just showed me. You're going to love this. 6 minus 1 equals 5. Okay, this is a minusing of 1 here. You are definitely getting rid of 1. Reducing down to 5, and 5 to me is the number of 5 in the Kabbalah tree of life is will, action. Okay, I hope in other words, forward moving progress. You're getting rid of 1 to consolidate down to a 5, which is forward moving progress. It's the seat of will in the Kabbalah tree of life. Awesome. I'm just going to, do they want to say anything else for that? What is it? Los gonna, moving places, forward moving action. Just confirms what I've just said. It's like, whenever I get this for a relationship or a venture of some kind, Taurus, this is also your element now. This is the element of earth. You're bringing it down into your domain of power. All right, and look, Los Guna is the marriage of water and earth. It's mud. Okay, so this is what I mean. You are now, to absolutely clarify, you're definitely getting rid of this. You're getting rid of a person, a situation, a job, a group that is utterly incompatible with your life, with your family, with your whatever. Okay? And what this is allowing you to do, this reduction is allowing you to bring in the energies of this bright mother. Don't get hung up on the gender. It's water, in other words, emotionally conducive for you. Okay, but because she's wanting to represent herself here as a 5, numerologically, the forward willpower, seat of will in the Kabbalah tree of life, it means now that things are going to finally move for you. Okay, and so we're now looking at your energy, which is earth, married with this energy, which is conducive water. You know, it's now going to actually gain... it's now going to stick. You're going to be able to get a foothold on moving forward in this relationship or with your life now, Taurus. You're going to make progress. I'm seeing footsteps forward. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, my friends, so I'm going to leave it there. I don't know who that was for. That was very specific imagery. Okay. If you'd like to follow me below, over onto Vimeo, I'm just going to unpack this a bit further. The link is just below. But if this is where we part ways, my friend, I'm wishing you a gorgeous week ahead. And I can't wait to see you next Thursday. Lots of love. Bye.